So yeah, here we go. Diamonds. Isn't that cool? It's the coolest thing ever. I think it's an amazing trick. And hey guys, welcome back to iCraft MC. In this episode, we're going to be showing off the best way to find diamonds. This way is so quick, in fact, that you can basically get stacks and stacks of diamonds within an hour. But before we do that, we're going to make what we always do every episode, a banner of the day, or of the episode. We start with a black banner and white dye. The white dye is going to be in the shape of a white rondel. Next we're going to go on to a light gray fess, which is this shape right here. Then we're going on to a black per fess inverted, which is, let's see, this shape right here. Next we're going to go on to a black border, which is this pattern right here. And we're going to end off last but not least with a lime chevron, which is this pattern right here. And you can see what it makes. It makes an abducting UFO banner, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, I think it's an awesome banner. I was going to say awesome vehicle because it is kind of a vehicle, the UFO. So I think it's a really cool banner there, and I think we can put it up next to all the other cool banners we have here, like our minion one and all these other cool ones here, like the blaze. So yeah, there we go. There's an abducting UFO banner. And of course, if you guys see any of the banners here that you like, I have tutorials on basically all of them. So yeah, last couple episodes we worked on this place over here, but now we're going to be working on the best way to find diamonds. So the best way to find diamonds basically involves a mathematical trick. Now, before we do this, I just want to clarify that this only works on Java Edition, so there's no point even trying this on Bedrock. So sorry about that if you found this video and you do use Bedrock Edition. What we're going to need to do is we're going to go to a swamp biome. Now this is an amazing trick. The only problem is it is a bit dangerous. So you may want to back up your roll before you do this, or just not have your best items on you. Now I'm going to have good items on me, but I did back up my world a little while ago, so if anything goes badly, we can be safe. Now, basically how this works is like this. Every time a clay place like this, like let's see this little piece of clay here, every time clay generates in Minecraft, that generation is actually somewhat linked to how diamonds generate. It's really, really interesting. And so basically because of that, you can actually use this to predict with about 70 to 80% accuracy where diamonds are going to generate. And it makes it so you can basically just dig down and find all the diamonds. So we can do this in a lake like this, but it's better to do it in a swamp just because there's so many clay deposits in a swamp. Like here, you can just see there's so many, right? I'm going to go a bit farther out, a little bit past my witch farm here, which I do have a tutorial on. But yeah, we're just going to go a little bit further out here so it's not doesn't look too ugly, since yeah, this isn't the prettiest looking thing, so you might want to go a little bit further out than what you usually would. So something like this should be fine to show it off. So what we're going to want to do is press and hold F3 and then press G, and that'll make it have your chunk borders show up. So yeah, you press F3 and then press G, and that makes these chunk borders show up. You also want to have your F3 screen on so you can see which direction is north and south, how you can see that is if you look at the left, it's kind of in the middle under the XYZ. It says block, chunk, and then facing east, south, north. So north is this way, south is this way. That's quite important. Now I did bring a bed too. You may want to do this as well. There's also some supplies you're going to need, and it is important. These supplies are super, super useful, so you're going to want this a lot. A stack of cobblestone, that's it, and a bunch of fire resistance potions, as well as some extra firework rockets. Now you also are going to want elytra to do this. You technically can do it without elytra, but I would really not suggest it just because it is pretty dangerous, and you want a way to quickly escape out of the holes that you're digging. So we're just going to wait till it's bedtime here and go to bed. Alright, there we go on top of the lily pad. That's pretty funny. And yeah, basically, so these chunk borders are being shown because it works like this. So what we do is we find ourselves a clay deposit. It doesn't actually matter the size. We want to find the exact middle of it, which is pretty easy because usually these circles have these little pokes on the end, these little things poking out here. So we just go up like this, and then we see what direction we're facing. So this is north. So either you go 8 blocks out from here north or 8 blocks out from here south. But you can't cross a chunk border, it doesn't work. So we can try it this way, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you see it's not long enough. You want to go out 8 blocks. So what we're going to want to do is go the way that does work, and you can kind of guess that. So this is the middle, and we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 8 blocks, counting the one we dug up from, but you go up like this, and then go 7 blocks between. Then you make a pillar like that, and this is going to be where you're mining down like this. So it's going to go like 7 blocks in between, and then there's going to be like a hole like this. Now before we dig straight down, we're going to drink this potion of fire resistance. And this may or may not work because, again, like I said, works about 70 to 80% of the time, just because obviously there's things like cave generation, stuff like that. The reason why you drink the fire resistance is you very often do fall in lava. Also, apparently this trick only works on like 90% of seeds or something like that, so there's a very small chance that the seed that you're on doesn't have this trick working on it. But you'll know that if you try it maybe 5 to 10 times and it doesn't work, because it usually does work quite conclusively. So yeah, here we go. Diamonds. Isn't that cool? It's the coolest thing ever. I think it's an amazing trick. And yeah, we'll just keep going, really. It's just amazing, amazing, amazing. So we're going to show off a couple times. We'll show it on maybe a different, bigger clay deposit. So again, it doesn't even have to be a full clay deposit, it just has to be enough that you can tell where the very center of it is. Because yeah, basically when Minecraft generates clay, it's using basically the same bit of code as when it generates something else. So sometimes you have a patch which is the wrong place, you can't actually do it. So let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'd be digging down here, so this one just works. You can see that's just on the edge, but you do often have situations where you can't go north or south because it's just in the wrong place. And that's fine. Again, north or south doesn't matter. Can't be east or west, but it can be north or south. Just whichever one will cross the chunk border is not the one you want to do. You want to do the one that does not cross the chunk border. So we'll dig down here and see if we get lucky again. And again, it's not really about getting lucky. It's just about, you know, thing like sometimes you'll have like a lake spawn there underground, sometimes you'll have like lava spawn, sometimes you'll have, you know, just a cave spawn, right, and cut off the whole vein. Now oftentimes, obviously, you know, don't dig straight down is kind of the thing. I have feather falling on. I also have the fire resistance, so it's super, super, super important to have both those things, especially since with ravines, you could literally dig right down into a ravine. And again, you don't have to do this in a swamp biome, so this one didn't work, but again, it's not everyone, it's just most. So over here, basically how it works is it's just any clay deposit. Like this could be a river, this could be a lake, this could be literally anywhere that generates clay. Obviously just swamps have huge amounts of clay, so that would be the best. So this time we'll go south. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which means we're digging down here. And again, sometimes we don't have to cover it up. It's just about getting the right distance, right? Because right down here, we should have it. And of course, you know, digging straight down isn't the smartest thing, but that's why you want to have the precautions. Also, be really, really careful of caves, because what can happen is if you dig right through a cave, you can actually have mobs fall down. And I've one time been doing this, and a creeper fell down and actually blew me up, and all my items went into lava. This wasn't on this world, this is on a different world. So it's really, really important to be careful when doing this. And again, you know, you're looking at probably 70-80% success rate. So like again here, didn't really work. And that's fine. We can just do it again, because overall it does end up being very, very quick, because yeah, we just have that. So we'll go over here, try this one here. This one's right on the edge, but again, doesn't matter at all. Let's see if this is north, this is south. Again, that's fine. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's interesting because I'm sure there's a lot of other interesting things like this too. Like, you know, diamonds have generated this way for a long, long time. So what's interesting is that people really haven't discovered this until, you know, pretty recently. But I'm sure there's a lot of other ways Minecraft generates too that haven't been discovered yet, even though they've been in the game for a long time. They could probably give you similar results, you know, maybe like digging down in a certain place, finding lapis, you know, like maybe corresponding about how trees spawn. So really, really interesting to see how this works. And again, obviously, you know, you may want to like get rid of your crafting guide so you can see how much time you have left, since falling down into lava would be the obvious detriment of doing this, since caves aren't generally super dangerous. They can be, obviously. Sound like a drown just... Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's diamonds. So yeah, it's obviously not just like chance. I didn't just like dig down randomly and find this. Yeah, there's definitely a method to the madness, but it's really, really cool, because literally, like, we're talking like a multiplayer server here. Like if you have a multiplayer server, you need to get a whole bunch of stuff. I guess this would be north this way. It's right on the edge. So, you know, like let's say you need a whole bunch of stuff, right? Then literally what all you'd have to do is just do this, and you get so many diamonds, you know. Really, really good tricks. Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll go like that. That's number 8. So we'll make all this. And, you know, again, this takes a bit of time, but, you know, really, comparing this to diamond mining normally, we already have 18 diamonds. Now, this is with fortune, and obviously, you know, don't get lucky every time with fortune, so that's kind of random. But we're talking, you know, at least, I would say probably 5 to 6 times faster than strip mining, which is really considerable, since strip mining isn't even that slow overall, finding diamonds. So like I'd say, like, you know, once you have Elytra, once you have all that, like, you know, a multiplayer server where you have diamonds as currency, just an amazing way to do this. You know, you could basically buy everything on all the shops, you know, however a server works that way. Obviously, certain servers work differently, but any server that has diamonds as a currency could be used this way. So it's really, really cool. And of course, on a personal world, you can use this to get huge arsenals of diamond armor, diamond tools. You know, this is probably the fastest and easiest way to get diamond armor, you know, in Minecraft. I mean, I think it is. There we go. There's some more diamonds. And again, hey, we can get lapis here too. That's awesome. I mean, obviously, you sometimes find other things when you're mining down here as well. That's why I have the shulker boxes. Of course, you don't need those, but it's pretty smart just to have, you know, a place to store all this stuff, because the diamonds can come up pretty quick. And yeah, so we'll check out this one over here. Again, it seems like I'm not getting super lucky with the fortune, but I am getting a lot of diamond sections. So let's see. Again, really important to do this north or south. And yeah, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you know what? This may take a bit of time. What's also cool too is, like, think about strip mining. That takes even longer. And you know, if you're at the point where you already have tons of stone, maybe you have a stone farm, you know, you have, you know, everything else you need, you're just mining for the diamonds anyway. Like, you don't really need the lapis or the gold or anything else, right? This is just perfect because literally do this trick over and over and over, and you can get so many diamonds. And you know, there is a risk to it, but there's also such a big reward. So you know, something you could do is you could have your ender chest, but everything valuable in the ender chest that you don't want to lose, you know, let's say if you die in lava, and then just have like a nice pickaxe, your elytra, feather falling boots, and you know, maybe one sword, you know, some like cheapish swords. So like basically you can have ways to minimize the risk, but overall it's quite good. And again, like, here we go, here's a dead, and it's fine. It's not like we're gonna obviously get it every time. There's also different ways Minecraft generates that, so it isn't super accurate, but it's definitely accurate enough that it's much faster than you would expect with traditional diamond mining techniques. I mean, you know, even that dive mining, when you're only diving and mining in 1 block spaces, is nothing compared to the rates of this, because yeah, just because it's so literally going to every single bit of diamonds. I mean, you don't need the seed for this, you don't really need anything to do this, which is just so cool because, you know, literally we're talking about a way that you could go on any server, you could go on any world, you don't have to know the seed, you don't have to do anything, just count over 7 from clay deposits, mine straight down, and you know, I would say 70-80% of the time you're getting yourself diamonds, right? And so you could even do this the first time you start the game, right? I mean, obviously a bit dangerous to mine down, but still, like, if you even have just a water bucket, you could probably do this. I wouldn't suggest it without fire resistance, but you absolutely could, right? Now, speaking of fire resistance, our fire resistance is about to run out, so I'll just drink this again. And yeah, no, the only really biggest dangerous thing with this is having mobs fallen from caves going into here. Like a creeper could fall down and explode you. Here's the diamonds again, yep. So cool to see this. So 22, so let's just see what we're getting with this fortune here, because it seems like we're not getting a lot. Oh no, here we go, yeah. Just, fortune is so funny, right, with random numbers, because, you know, technically, you can mine an 8 vein of diamonds and get, well, 8 diamonds. Or you could mine an 8 vein of diamonds and get literally up to, I think, 32 diamonds, right, because it's up to 4 per ore. So, oh yeah, 32, that's right. Math, I want to make sure I didn't do that wrong, which would be funny. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys what you think of this type of video. You know, these tutorial videos showing off, you know, how to do different things. You know, you guys seem to really like them quite a bit. And I think that they're just really nice videos overall to do, because obviously, you know, this is something where I didn't know about this till somewhat recently, and I think it's a really cool trick, right? I mean, you know, something you could also do too, let's say you're making a treasure room, right? You could use this to get yourself huge amounts of treasure. And, you know, personally for me in this world, I'm probably going to be building a treasure room soon. So I think this is just be the best way for me to get a whole stockpile of diamonds. You know, obviously, you know, you don't even have to set up a villager trading area. All you really have to do is just go mining here, and you can just get tons and tons. Because, I mean, you know, another thing too is that you'll want to do this as soon as you can, because in 1.18, not in 1.17, because they've changed everything around, but in 1.18, when the whole new world generation comes out, I highly doubt this trick will still work then. I mean, of course, we could try it, but I kind of doubt it will. And so you're going to want to do this as soon as you can in your world, because, I mean, we're talking, the rates of diamonds here are probably, you know, are astronomically higher than mining, even with the new amounts of diamond ores that we'll be getting in the next update. I mean, there will be more diamonds that spawn in the next update, but nothing compared to this. So, yeah, this is the trick. It's really just an awesome trick. I'll probably keep mining here for a bit longer. Maybe do a time lapse here. And I'll be back when I get, let's say, a stack and a half of diamonds. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. We mined down right into lava. Again, pretty scary, but you can see we still got the diamonds. There it is. Let's see if we can pick it up before it burns. No, we can't. So this is obviously the reason why you have the fire resistance. This would have been death, right? I also mined through a cave that could have killed me too. So It's really important to be careful, but again, like this trick, revolutionary to Minecraft. Think about dig down, get diamonds 80-90% of the time. This is crazy. This is like nothing ever before, and it's crazy too that this has been in the game since, I mean, since they added clay deposits, but no one's figured it out till very, very recently. So super, super cool trick. And again, you know, something where, you know, probably the effort here is very, very little compared to what you'd get. And so, you know, I'm thinking I'm going to be using all these diamonds for a treasure room. I think that'd be really cool. I probably won't build that super soon since I want to get some bit more treasure together. But I think it'd be just really, really fun to make that. And you guys also tell me what you think about that in the comments. But yeah, we'll just try one more mine down. I think that's probably enough to really see what we've gotten from this. Already I've gotten over a stack of diamonds. The other stack, the stack other than the 7, is in the shulker box here. But yeah, no, just really, really cool. And I'm just thinking here, like, of course, you know, there's the danger of mining down into lava, you know, and again, I would never do this before you have fire resistance or before you have elytra, just because obviously getting out of here is quite annoying without elytra. But, you know, there's totally really cool ways of doing this, in which you can really just get so many diamonds, right? And yeah, to just, again, just to summarize the whole process, it's find a clay patch, mine 7 blocks over from the center of the clay patch, mine up, mine over. Sorry, so let me just say it again. So basically, find a clay patch, like this. Then go 7 blocks over for it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 blocks have to be north or south from the clay patch, and they can't cross a chunk border. Then mine straight down, and you have about a 70 to 80% chance of getting diamonds. So yeah, just awesome. Like here, for instance, here's a really good example. You have here a kind of broken clay patch, but you can still see the edges, so you can still totally see that this is the center of it. So let's see which way is north. That's north, so we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll just go up like this. And, you know, hopefully we get lucky. I think this is funner than strip mining to me. I think this is just an amazing way of mining, right? And, you know, we can mine now a silk touch, get ourselves tons of cobblestone, or stone, so you know you can still totally get like the blocks you get with strip mining. I mean, of course you're not going to get the lapis or the redstone or the gold, or eventually when they add it copper. But if you're really just going for diamonds, which I know a lot of players are when they're strip mining, you can get it so quickly and so easily that it really makes up for the fact that you don't get much else from this, you know, other than maybe a bit of coal or iron when you're mining down. Yeah, here we go. Here's diamonds in. This is an 8 vein? No, not quite an 8 vein. And this is level 14, so this would be something where you probably wouldn't even see this when you're strip mining, which is really, really cool to see that we're getting diamonds like that. So, look at that, we got decent amount of diamonds from that. It seems like the fortune isn't doing super amazingly today, but of course when you have random numbers, you don't get like super consistent yields anyway. Yeah, there we go. I'll probably just fly back to my house and we can kind of turn all this into diamonds, which I think is really awesome. I guess I'll turn off chunk borders, which again you do by holding down F3, pressing G, and then letting go of both. Looks like there's actually, is that a mob spawner down there? It looks like, did I see a mob spawner? I'm not sure. It looked like there was a mob spawner down there. It's hard to say, but it did look like there was, which is interesting. But yeah, and I think if we go this way, we'll be passing next to Jonas Marriott's house, and then we'll be back home, I think. I feel like I'm off course. I don't hope I'm not. There we go. There's Jonas Marriott's place. Yeah, we haven't actually had him on a video for quite a while, but hopefully we can get him on a video somewhat soon. And yeah, there's our iron farm working well. I've actually been doing some AFKs of the iron farm and the gold farm recently, and we've gotten ourselves a whole lot of stuff. And after we've done crafting this up, I also have gotten myself a bunch of enchanted books from my Enderman farm. I think we should combine them with my elytra to get them to be unbreaking and mending, since I think that's really, really important, since the unbreaking literally makes it 3 times longer lasting. So actually, maybe I'll make the diamond blocks like this. So we can see that as we get our nice music. This is, of course, one of the coolest things in Minecraft is getting tons of diamonds. And there we go. 8 diamond blocks, 7 diamonds, about a stack and a quarter of diamonds from just easy amounts of mining. That was maybe 20 minutes. So just an unparalleled way of getting diamonds. We can add that to our area over here. And then we can combine that unbreaking onto our armor. And yeah, no, I think that'll really also be really cool. So that's almost gives us double the amount of diamonds we had, which is really cool. So we'll just make more of these into blocks. There's 21 blocks. There's 4 diamonds. Put them away in the chest here. And we can probably just combine that unbreaking book with our elytra now. Because, yeah, again, I've been finding the elytra has been wearing down really quickly, which is just annoying because obviously I don't want to go out to the mob farm or to the skeleton farm or to the enderman farm, you know, just every few minutes. So we'll see what we have in here. We have gotten a whole bunch of books in here, and unfortunately I think there was only one book that had unbreaking on it. Just shows how rare of an enchantment that really is. So look through here. Something I want to get soon is an Unbreaking 3 villager. I think that would be probably a super useful thing to get. So here's the Unbreaking 3. We go to one of our anvils here. We got lots. I guess we'll go to the cracked one. And combine that with our elytra here called Ibartham's Wings. So I think that's pretty cool there. I guess we go this way. And of course it's already named. So there we go. There's Ibartham's Wings. And I don't think there's any more enchantments we could add. Maybe if we can find an Aqua Affinity or a Respiration, we could add that to the helmet. That could be cool. Let's see what we have in here. Feather Falling. Let's see, Efficiency, Riptide, Fire Aspect, Loyalty, Protection. A lot of really good enchantments in here, but I don't think I see anything we would need. Of course, probably miss it. Aqua Affinity. I would put Thorns on. That basically makes working with zombified villagers really hard. Here's Aqua Affinity. I think there was a Respiration 3 in here. I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. Respiration 3. Blast Protection 4, though. I wonder if there's something else. It's just Respiration 3, because Blast Protection 4 is really good. I might just save that Blast Protection 4. Hard to say. Well, I'll put the Respiration on, or the Aqua Affinity on for now, because that'll make mining underwater really nice. I think that's a helmet enchantment? Yeah, it is. There we go. So we have even better armor. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the best way to get diamonds in Minecraft. It is just so quick and so easy, and hopefully you guys can use that in your worlds. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!